Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Nitigo fuel transfer pump. So this is provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So here it says LED light, auto stop sensor, nozzle sleeve, storage bag. This can be used for cars, tractors, lawnmowers, boats, and snowblowers. Here are the specs. Suction tube is 19 inches. Discharge hose is 51 inches. Delivery volume is 3.2 gallons per minute. Has auto stop. Can adapter is 2 inch, 2.1 inch, 2.75 inch, and 3.75 inch. Power supply is 2 AA times 2 or 4 batteries, not included. Not sure what that means. DC 12 volts and car cigarette lighter adapter. We'll take a closer look at this once we get it open. So here we have alligator clips. Looks like it has a 12 volt DC barrel jack. There's the 12 volt adapter for a car. These would be the fuel tank adapters. There's 4 of them here. We have a hose. This is the pump that goes into the tank. And this would be the storage bag and the manual. So let's take a look at this. And you're going to want to read through this on your own. I'm not going to cover everything. So it says it has a battery cover on it. Okay, so this does take 4 AA batteries, if you're running it from batteries. Oh, okay, so this is making sense now. It says if you don't have 4 batteries available, you can use 2, so they recommend using 4. It says it can pump out approximately 56 gallon fuel cans using 4 AA batteries. With 2 batteries, it can pump out approximately 25 3-gallon fuel cans. So you can also connect this to a 12 volt battery, so that could be a car battery. That could also be like a lawnmower battery, like if you have a riding mower or a motorcycle. It talks about using a plug-in adapter. I don't think it came with that, so that would be a 12 volt plug-in adapter or the cigarette lighter adapter. So to use this, it says insert the suction tube as far as possible into the liquid to be transferred. Place the delivery hose into the container, not included, to pump the liquid. Do not place the container higher than the battery housing. Turn the on-off switch to on. Make sure the battery compartment remains sealed during the operation. It says do not let the unit run dry. When the LED light is on, the fuel pump is working properly. If it's not on, check the battery for enough power. So to use this, you want to find the correct adapter for your fuel can. You want to insert the hose through the adapter. You want to attach the discharge hose to your receiving tank. Start the fuel flow by pressing the on button. It automatically stops when the fuel reaches the stop line. After automatically stopping, bring the discharge hose up above the tank to drain the excess fuel or liquid back into the supply tank. Put the discharge nozzle in the discharge compartment and lock it in place with the clip. It says fuel can leak out of this when you're storing it, like if it falls over, so you want it in that storage clip. So let's look at that here. That would be back here, I think. So that looks like that will clip on like so. So I guess we clip that on and then put the cap on. Like that. Then it says when not using it for a long time, take the pump out of the tank, make sure there's no fuel in the hose, and wipe it down with a cloth before storing it. Then we have a bunch of notes here. And then lastly, we have some troubleshooting. So I have 4 AA batteries here. Place those in. And now I just press on to turn this on, but I don't want to turn it on yet. So I just wanted to do an overview here on my bench where we can see it up close. Now let's head out to the gas can and test this out. Okay, so I have a 5-gallon plastic gas can here, and it's filled up pretty full. I just filled it. So I'll take the spout off, and I'll see if these fit. So I think the smallest one is going to be my best option. So now I can put the pump in the gas can. Now I'll just say this just barely fits in here, but it does fit in here. And I'll tighten this on. So that's what it looks like installed. So I have 4 batteries in here. Let's use this to fill up a riding mower. I'll take off the fuel filler cap. And I'll clip the nozzle in here. So I want this to be as low as I can get it, so I'll pull that out a little bit. There we go. So to start this up, I'll hit on. Now the green light turned on when it was on. So I turned it back off. I'll turn it back on so we can watch it here. So that was self-priming. I'll turn it off. Here we can see the fuel level. So we can see that rising. So this is filling very quick. I'll hit on again, and we'll fill it until it auto shuts off. Actually, there's one more thing I want to test. I'm going to take the batteries out and use the alligator clips to hook up to the battery in the mower. Okay, so I have power plugged in there. I have it clipped onto the battery here. Red on positive, black on negative. Now let's finish filling this. Okay, so that shut off automatically. It looks like it also drained back down a little bit, so it might have had some air bubbles in there. So I could hit it again and top it off, but actually I like it right where it's at. So now that we're done filling, we do have this tube that has fuel in it. So I'm going to lift it up so it drains back into the gas can, and then I'll park the nozzle behind the pump. So now that's ready for storage. But before I put it away, let's test out putting gas in a vehicle with this. Okay, so here I am at my 2000 Toyota Land Cruiser. I put the batteries back in the pump. I have the nozzle here. I can stick this in, and then I will clip this on the edge. Now, I don't know that every fuel filler will have an edge to clip this to, but this one does. And I'll start putting some gas in here. So here you can see the gas flowing up, and I could use this to fill up my gas. Now, I don't want to use all my gas in here. I'm just doing this for demonstration. So now that we're finished, I need to drain this back into the tank by holding it up. I'll put the nozzle back on, it'll be ready for storage. So that's the Nitigo fuel transfer pump. I found this really easy to use. I had the right adapter for my tank, so that was a good start. I like that this has many options to power it. You can use 2 AA batteries, 4 AA batteries, the alligator clips, or the 12-volt socket. Nice thing about this is you can fuel things up without spilling. Typically you might use a funnel and a nozzle to do it, and gas can get everywhere. This is very controlled. You can clip it right on, hit a button, and then you still want to stick by and watch it, but it will do the rest of the work for you. The main thing to remember is that you lift up that hose and drain it. And this has been sitting here for a couple minutes after draining it. I haven't seen any puddles of gas in the bottom of the tube, so it seemed like it all drained back great. So this would be great for filling up cars if you run out of fuel. You could also use it for lawn and garden equipment, motorsports. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.